I've returned, but I've developed a strange accent.
How was your time as a monk, as short-lived as it was?
You know, I got there, John, and I'll tell you why I was disappointed. They told the first thing they said to me, you're already enlightened. You got it all figured out. What are you doing here? So it was a waste of a trip.
That sucks.
Yeah, it turns out that I'm more enlightened than all the monks in Tibet combined, actually. That's what the Dalai Lama told me.
It's weird that so many people take like religious guidance from an alpaca's cousin.
You know what else is weird, John? That it took me a second. That took me a second there, boy. You know what else is weird, John? That it's the Monday Mack, and if someone who's listening to this hasn't already heard our song we just put out called Drinkin In Work, that's really fucking weird. And I don't know why anyone does that.
That's goofball shit.
That is ridiculous behavior. It's probably still in my lungs. I probably still have the vid. You know what I mean? That's a Tibetan monk disease.
Does the guy you were talking about earlier smoke cigarettes?
No, never has either.
Really?
Nope.
That's just genetics.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But
I know Matthew was very busy today. He was not drinking in work, but it doesn't mean that you can't.
Exactly.
So go listen to it, emulate it, live it. It's a lifestyle. Drinking and work's out everywhere, and we will have new music coming out soon. And you should all listen to it all, because we're about to talk some shit on some songs, and then you can compare our songs to their songs, and call us out or give us props or just give us money, however you want to do it.
If our song makes someone annoyed enough to where they feel like they need to share their opinion, I'm happy with that. If someone listens to our song and just goes, whatever, that's like the only reaction I don't really like. All right, I'm gonna start us off. This is Monday Mack. As my notes tell me, it is July 31st, 2023.
Real quick, we didn't do a Christmas in July, like put out anything about it. And it's usually Christmas is like one of our things. We have a bunch of things, and Christmas is one of them. And it's actually kind of a surprise. I didn't even think about it till just now to do just an acoustic Christmas song or anything.
I didn't even think about it. Well, you know what?
Close the mind.
I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. All right, start us off. We have a song called Aeroplanes by Carly Rae Jepson.
Now, real quick, Matthew.
Yes.
And this might just be because I've been exploring my mind a lot more recently. What is the difference between an aeroplane and an airplane?
I think one of them is in Great Britain, and I think the other one's in the United States.
Really?
I don't know for sure, but that's my guess.
The chili peppers.
The chili peppers.
The chili peppers.
The chili peppers.
They got a song called "It's My Aeroplane."
I'm googling it right now. I'm jamming it right now. What's the difference between aeroplane and airplane? They're the same thing. Aeroplane is the British spelling. I was right.
Yeah,
Wow, that's why I trust all my hunches.
Enlightened.
Cute little song from a cute little singer. The piano reminds me a bit of Vampire Weekend. I liked it because it was kind of happy. It wasn't that great of a song, but it was a little above average. It was a little more than I expected. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Aeroplane, Carly Rae Jepson. Worth a try.
I said, nice melody. Chorus is a bit Mini Mansions-esque. Keyboard work is sick. The last 45 seconds is 6.7 out of 10.
Similar marks.
I really liked. I think it was a 6.4 or 6.3, but I really liked how different this is than anything else I've heard her do before. And like I'm
Yeah.
not like a huge fan, but like she makes like legit crafty pop music that's
I think
more interesting.
she's
It's
a
more
real pop singer.
Yeah, it's more interesting than she's a real artist. She's not
She just likes to make pop music. She's an
Yeah.
artist that likes to make pop music. I agree.
Yeah, so like that's why like I give her a little bit more credit than the other people, but
You know,
this wasn't like awesome. This was just all right. 6.7 out of 10.
I get the feeling that Carly Rae Jepsen would probably be someone better to talk to than the average pop singer. Just to go out and have like a, you know, going out with
Exactly.
friends, going out with friends and chatting. Like just if you just a normal conversation, seems like she'd be, okay for that. Our next piece we have is a song called Barbaric by Blur.
By Blur.
What are your notes there, John?
It's a blur.
What are your notes there, buddy?
Did I smudge it? Is it blurry?
No. It's not. It's a little less blurred in that Puddle of Mud song.
I love Puddle of Mud.
Are you going to read your notes for Barbaric by Blur?
No. Oh, okay. Intro guitar really nice. A lot of things are nice when I did this review. Like it wasn't like over good, but it was nice. But I really did like the intro guitar. Verse is all right. Sometimes Blur gets kind of too scattered for me, like their ideas in their songs.
Yeah.
Chorus is decent. Bridge is flat, which in my not like vocally or tonally, but like just kind of like it really didn't lift me.
Yeah, I agree.
But then I thought that it went into the outro pretty nice, and the outro's nice. So my last sentence was just nice, nothing crazy. 6.5 out of 10.
I have just like literally a sentence. Loving the open plucked guitars, a bop for sure, a nice little song, 6.8 out of 10. I don't know. I couldn't tell what he was saying in the lyrics. As it seemed like some of the lyrics were pretty good. Next song we have is, what is this? Mario?
Main one by Mario.
Main one?
By Mario featuring Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne and it's actually the song's actually by Mario and Lil Wayne featuring Tyga.
I'm
gonna give this. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Lil Wayne and Mario would be a really nice if they put out like an EP of all new songs.
I could dig it.
That would be really nice.
All right, so this is what I wrote. I kind of like Mario. Throwaway. Throwaway rap otherwise. Besides Mario, the song is just like whatever. Sober, it's a 3 out of 10. Drunk in a club, it's a 7 out of 10.
I said reminds me of 2008. I don't like Tyga, but the rest of the song is enjoyable and nostalgic. 6.8 out of 10.
We gave it we didn't give it the exact same rating, but whatever. All right, next up we have History.
I gotta say, I think you know how I was being real non-biased. I was being real unnostalgic for Linkin Park.
Yes.
I think I did let 2008 nostalgia get the best of me. Yeah, the song's probably not better than Barbaric or Aeroplanes, but at the time it brought me more joy than the other two.
Well,
I'm sticking with my number.
We have 8 songs today, which you can't see because of the fucking auto blurry shit. But none of these were particularly uplifting today.
No.
Next up, you have a song that was just downright depressing. History Books, Gaslight Anthem featuring Bruce Springsteen. I wrote, no, this is not going to do it for me at all. This absolutely 100% sounds like a demo. This song sounds like shit. I can't believe Springsteen would have his name on this. A silly, cheesy throwaway song, had nothing to say. It had nothing to do. And for fuck's sake, if artists like the Gaslight Anthem are going to gaslight their fans into thinking this is real music, then I feel bad for them. If we ever have an opportunity to write a song with Bruce Springsteen or just have him featured on one of our songs, I promise you, Bruce, I promise every person that hears this, we would do a much better job. The Gaslight Anthem were full of shit. 2 out of 10.
Wow.
Song was dog shit. I should have probably gave it a 1.
This song was dog shit. It really was.
You know what a 2 out of 10 is? A 2 out of 10 is I don't recommend it and I won't listen to it again. That's what 2 out of 10 means to me. A 1 out of 10 is I would recommend someone to listen to it for how sheerly terrible it is. The song is an atrocity. The song was like right above that level.
I said, you know, it must be cool for Bruce to work with a bunch of artists he's inspired. But this is by far the worst of the last 3. I didn't write a rating. So if at the top of my head, I'm going to be a little bit more nice because I do like Bruce Springsteen and I think everything he does. He was thinking about it, I don't even remember him too much in the song.
That's because his voice was destroyed. He didn't even sound like him. The way they mixed and produced his voice is the same way that they mixed and they produced Tori Kelly's voice, which is the last song we cover.
I wasn't even, well, we'll get to her. I didn't write a rating. I forgot. So I'm going to give it I'll give it a 3.2 out of 10.
Let's just move on from that fucking stupid shit. Skin in the Game by Slow Drive. Cool music. I don't even know what I wrote here. This is the best lullaby I've heard all week. Nice chord progression. The chorus part made me laugh out loud. I thought that was funny. It was exactly, if you factor in everything for me, it was exactly average. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Intro's really good. Intro's really good. I like the guitar work. It's very interpooly. That being said, the whisper shit is too much on this. I don't even know what they're saying. Maybe that's the point, but not for me. Music is pretty on this though. 5.9 out of 10.
It's like a close, similar rating. Next up, we have very famous artist, Post Malone's new song, Speedometer. You go. You go first.
All right. So this is actually, spoiler alert, my highest rated song on here. Has to be inspired from Talking Heads' This Must Be the Place. It's the exact same song.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, it's just Talking Heads.
Did we listen to the same song?
Huh?
Did we listen to this? I got it here. Keep going. I got to listen. I got to pull this up now. I didn't think about that. I didn't hear that.
Still has to be it's still an awesome pop song. Probably his best song since 2019. It's very chill. I liked a few from this record, kinda, but this was the best one. 8 out of 10.
Me and you are very far apart on this song.
I think if you listen to this, I think if
this song,
you
know what the song is? This song is like if This Must Be the Place took a shit, and this is the song that came out. The song's not even close. This is like Post Malone's like 40th best song. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Here, just listen to what I wrote real quick. Just listen to what I wrote. Cool 80s song from Post Malone. Should have been on the Barbie soundtrack. LOL. Not a great song, but better than some, but much better than some of this other terrible shit that I've listened to today. 6 out of 10. I think the vibe of this song is so different than This Must Be the Place that I guess I could feel maybe some similarities in the rhythms that are in the song at certain points, but this is just like not even Like This Must Be the Place is like a 9 out of 10. This song is like
If you
I gave this this song was a 6 out of 10 to me. It
it's
wasn't
still
even special for a Post Malone song.
it's not as good as This Must Be the Place. But if you listen to like it's a good pop, it's a decent pop song.
I don't know what the lyrics are. That could also be a drawback. I didn't read the lyrics while I was listening to it.
I just thought it reminded me of like a summer, like almost like a Jonas Brothers song. Like a nice Jonas Brothers song. That's what it reminded me of. But with like undertones of like, a little bit of chaos, a little bit more chaos than the Jonas Brothers, because he really probably does have a drinking problem.
Like, on a great album, this song wouldn't even make it.
Yeah, but
you know what I listened to by accident? I listened to My Love by accident. That'll tie in later. My Love by Justin Timberlake, right? Mm-hmm. And older pop music from the and I know I sound like such an old dated fart, but this isn't. I don't think this is a particularly great example of a newer pop song. This song is not as good as that old shit, and a lot of that's Timbaland being a great producer, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this was just like, this is easy. Like, if songs to me that feel easy, I'm just like, this feels like an easy song that I could write with a team of 30 producers as well. And if this is all I could come up with, then I'd be like, what am I doing here? I am happy. It seems like he's doing more music that he likes to make.
I think
it was very, very slightly above average pop song.
I think it's easy for us to make, and I think it's hard for him to spread out and do this kind of stuff. And I also think
it. I'm not saying I don't respect it. I just don't think it's all that great of a song.
I also think
I only listened to it once though.
I just like it. I like the way it makes me feel.
Next up we have Sirens by Travis Scott. Now I wrote the most about this song out of all the songs. And I may have the most opinion.
I think it's probably the most complex. There's a bunch of shit going on.
All right, so I'm going to preface everything by saying I don't know a single word he said the whole song. I didn't look up the lyrics, and I'm not judging. I could change my opinion of the song if I did read the lyrics. But from what I gathered, listening to this song once, this is my quick shot review. Travis Scott is a horrible person, but this song is fun musically. He's a terrible person. He should probably be in jail for continuing that concert where all those people died. And he never took real responsibility for it. Shit human being. If he fell off one of his private jets, I'd be happy. Travis Scott.
Know that they died?
People died at that festival.
Did he know though while he was on stage?
Yeah, his team were the ones, they were trying to shut the concert down. His team, they actually just put out a report saying his team forced the show to keep going on. And then he was remorseless about the whole thing. They put out some sort of fake half-hearted Instagram apology. Fucking rich people and their stupid bullshit. Travis Scott can suck my toes. I don't care about him. Travis Scott is a horrible guy, but this song is fun musically. Couldn't tell what he was saying. Travis Scott has thought-provoking production, but everything else is just mid. Cool flow, but there's nothing behind it. The beat alone was worth a 7 out of 10, but altogether, this felt like a 5.5 out of 10 to me. There's way too much ridiculous sampled ad-libs going at it, like going crazy. He's never going to have another sicko mode, especially doing shit like this. Sirens in all caps. For him,
Yeah,
thumbs down. Production, excellent. Not saying one word about the beats and the production, but this is like a great Kanye song without Kanye West rapping on it. Putting great verses that are memorable. There's no memorable hooks on this.
No. But I do think that this whole album is really interesting to listen to.
Yeah, he's got a great production team. 100%.
Well, yeah, his production team is like it's literally him, who's like, I think he's a great producer. Mode, yeah. Metro Boomin, Kanye West, Daft Punk, Like
They retired. Are they on this?
the one guy, he uses his real name as the one of the production. It's like a
Oh, okay.
but it's one half of Daft Punk, and then like a couple other like huge rap producer. I mean, it's like the list is kind of like ridiculous. Um, and then like the album has like Drake dissing Pharrell on the album, and Pharrell's also one of the producers of like
That's pretty
4
interesting.
songs. It's a wild album. It's very interesting. He does bring up and apologize and like show remorse in one of the songs for the thing that happened, which I don't know nothing about. I really like I must have I knew that an accident happened there, but I must have missed everything else because I just wasn't paying attention. But I really liked the production. I did dig into some of the lyrics. It was pretty good.
Eight people were killed, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't. I really just wasn't paying attention. Like it's terrible. I didn't know. I knew people died, but I didn't know he was at fault.
And beforehand, apparently there was people warning them that people could die at this show. By the way, it was set up.
Hmm. Well, the song's a 7 out of 10. You should listen to his album.
You want to move? Do you have any other notes about the song that you wrote down?
No. Oh, the notes really were Travis must like Kanye.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, it's real quick. Sorry, we're talking about Travis Scott still. Anyone that likes this album and doesn't like Yeezus are hypocrite liars.
You know what? I haven't listened to this album, but I support whatever you're saying.
Very Yeezus. I mean, the drums, Matthew, Black Skinhead, and I Am a God.
Oh yeah.
On site, like there's so many.
Hey, Pee Wee Herman died today.
I know. Rest in peace. Rest in power, Pee Wee Herman.
Rest in peace. Okay. The last song on our list today is, I guess this song is called Cut.
Yeah.
By Tori Kelly. Cut by Tori Kelly. John, why don't you start us off?
Well, let me just say, I put her on the list because we had a lyric about her.
You did.
Is it still in All My Heart? Or did we change? Remember we changed. We changed it to Halsey, I think.
I don't know. I remember she got a huge push in like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, and we made fun of it when we first wrote All My Heart, and we said, "Oh, there goes Tori Kelly singing."
Oh no! Now it's there's our precious Halsey.
Yeah, singing about her painful life.
Yeah,
yeah. She's just. It's so funny because I found out she was from New Jersey, and it was just like, oh, all her heartache, sappy bullshit makes sense. So Cut by Tori Kelly. Wow. This is without a doubt produced and written by Timbaland. And then I checked and it was.
That's incredible.
Production is good, but I don't care at all about this. 2 out of 10.
It sounded just like Timbaland. And immediately I said, immediately I thought this was that Aaliyah song. Are You That Somebody by Aaliyah. I thought it was going to be a sample.
Yeah.
Went into that.
Well,
because some of the noises were some of those noises Timbaland used in this song. Which, okay, I can defend the song a little bit more because Timbaland, he produced that song and wrote that song back then with them. And he did this now. So I can give him a pass.
You're breaking up pretty bad. I don't know.
I'm just saying I could give Timbaland a pass. And I could give this song, My Connection's Unstable. Why is my connection unstable? This whole court's out of order, damn it. All right. So Tori Kelly, Cut. Up tempo is nice, I guess. Otherwise, it sounded like 15 different popular songs mixed into one. Yeah. I gave it a 3 out of 10 and I thought it was boring. I thought it was going to be well,
I think that's, I don't know if he,
well, let me explain. real quick. I thought that they were going to sample that song more. And the fact that they didn't, because that's a great song. That Aaliyah song is a great song. And I was very disappointed. I was like, what the fuck? This was an easy, it was staring them right in the face. They should have sampled that Aaliyah song and just moved on with their lives.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the song was pretty boring and mediocre.
I think the reason why he got a writing credit was because he gave them the okay to use that Aaliyah song, which he probably also produced and wrote.
I listened to that song, and I listened to, obviously you see a name like Bruce Springsteen on our list today, and you listen to some of his songs, and you listen to some of the old Blur songs, and even some of Carly Rae Jepsen's other singles. There's something about good pop music where you have a certain combination of lyrics, hooks, catchy verses, melodies, and the rules apply also to rap songs like Sirens, where something has to draw you in. But there always has to be a little meat on the bone, and some of these songs just have they either have no bones or they have no meat. A lot of these songs have one thing and not the other. And that's kind of what I took from it. Like the Post Malone song is all meat, no bones. Like there's something there, but it's just not, it doesn't have that push behind it, I feel. Like as soon as you hear Circles, you're like, oh, okay, you're transported to a whole different world when you hear that song.
Yeah.
If you hear another song he was on, Sunflower, that's another great example. That was on a soundtrack. It's a very commercial song. That's a great song.
Well, I think my favorite song by him, it might be Circles, but it's also
Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar. But that's because I like 21 Savage a lot.
But see, that's a cool song. It has a great hook. Production's great. That song's an easy, without even me listening to it right now, an easy 8 out of 10. Easy.
Yeah.
Probably an 8.5 out of 10. That's a great song. Some of the Future songs. Like I hate sometimes we come on the show and it seems like I want to shit on all pop music. But I think it's really hard to write great, catchy pop songs that stand out. And none of these songs stand. What the highest rating we gave out today is what, a 7? Or a 6.5?
I gave Post Malone an 8.
You gave Post Malone an 8. You were very generous.
I was really enjoying that song Friday when I did the list.
And that's for you. I mean, I don't want my cynical nature to have to be your cynical nature.
It's not.
Good.
So yeah, I did the average, and this week was slightly above average for me. It was a 5.7 out of 10.
I didn't average anything out, but it probably would have been about a 5.
It was actually 5.7 out of 8 because we only did 8 songs.
My highest rated song this week was Barbaric by Blur. It got a 6.8 out of 10.
I just got so bored. I was like, oh, the song's still on. Like I like really kind of forgot about it while I was listening to it. I just not, Damon Albarn just really, Blur does not get my my brain stimulated. Even like song 2, I'm like, okay, this is like if song 2 was another minute, it would be bad.
Yeah, I think length is so important for music.
Yeah.
Because certain songs we have a song that will be coming out at some point in the future. Not our whatever the next thing we're putting out is, but down the line. It's almost a 5-minute song. And by the time the song's over, you're like, oh shit, 5 minutes is up. That's what great music is. Great music.
There goes my baby.
There goes my baby. Yeah. Great music. It doesn't matter really how long the song is. The song should be as long as they should be. And you could tell when people are overthinking. I would say the biggest pro about this week is Well, one song that was too long is History Books by the Gaslight Anthem featuring Springs. That was just unnecessary on every level. That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
But Tori Kelly's song was pretty short. Sirens was only like 3 minutes. Speedometer was like 2.5 minutes. It's like harmless, like. And a lot of that's because of the Spotify age. Every song's got to be short. But I'd rather listen to 20 short songs than listen to 10 long songs. More novelty, more variety.
You know what Post Malone reminds me of now? Because now he's doing music that, like, he'll have a couple good singles that I actually really like, but then the rest of it is just drivel.
T-Pain.
Don Henley solo.
Wow, what a great comparison.
Except
Post Malone is just like Don Henley.
instead of when Don Henley leaving the Eagles, Post Malone left hip hop.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he'll make 2 good pop country songs, and then the rest are fucking him being depressed.
Rock star.
No, he hasn't even like did any rap at all. Like, almost his last album was like R&B and depression pop, and then this album's like almost country pop music. Like, it's like pop, it's like country pop. I don't know how to explain, but like a little bit more synth. It's not like bro country.
It's like, hey, we're putting out alt country.
It's
We're
not
almost in,
country.
we're putting out. It's southern countries, Southern Philly country.
East Coast country or whatever. What did we say it was?
I don't know. I always called it alt country.
I think it's alt country. I think that's what the term would be that I just thought about.
I think it's good music for good old boys. Oh, I should also say, Jason Aldean can still go fuck himself.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
He could still go fuck himself, and he's still banned from the podcast. I saw a video debunking his tweet. He's like, "Oh, this is all news stories." The first 2 clips that he shares that look like news clips are they're stock videos.
Go check the fucking our podcast talking about this. I fucking said the same fucking thing. I read his tweet on our pod, and then I said there ain't no fucking way that these are real fucking clips.
And then people that actually wanted, like, that would have, I guess, way too much time on their hands, were made like 7-minute videos debunking all the shit that's in his video and where they got it from. Like, oh, like you could go on Shutterstock and find the same video of someone eating a Molotov cocktail on Shutterstock and you could spend $15 and put it in your music video.
I seen a guy say
it wasn't even filmed in the country, it was filmed in Germany. Some of the stock footage.
I seen a funny tweet that said Johnny Cash, I'll shoot a cop and watch him die for fun. Jason Aldean, please leave these poor policemen alone. I need to lick their boots.
I saw that tweet too. It is crazy the way the older country guys were compared to some of these new bootlickers. Really, that's what they are.
Yeah.
They got no fucking balls.
Fuck the government. Fuck the motherfucking. No.
It's the man. He's been trying to bring us down for a long. I'll say this and then we should probably wrap up.
Yeah.
I was watching so much Mad Men this last week. Long journey back.
When were you watching, Matthew?
Long journey back from Tibet, and I have the whole series. I brought my Blu-ray player with me, my portable Blu-ray player that has a 90-hour battery life, and I brought season 1 through 7 of Mad Men with me in a backpack. That's all I brought with me to this place. And I kind of felt like I was becoming, like I was living in the ad agency. It was the most surreal thing. It was like, I haven't binge watched a show in like, I haven't watched that much TV in like such a long time. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is fucking crazy. Like
Mm.
it was nuts. It was like getting high for the first time. It was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you remember you dream and you'll have a dream about the show you're watching or something. You're like, what the fuck's going on? That's like the most unnatural. That has to be one of the most unnatural things that
Listen
happens.
to this. This is how we're gonna end the Mac, the Monday Mac. I
Okay.
had a dream. I fell asleep in grandmom's basement, and I was sleeping in the dream, and a spider was coming down on its web, and it didn't notice me at first, and my eyes opened, and then when it started to go back up, and then it noticed me, and it started to come back down, and now it's facing me in the dream. And I was napping in real life. I was napping, like it was Sunday. I was like knocked out, and I'm trying to get up in the dream, and in the dream I forced myself awake in the dream, and now I'm awake in real life, but my body's paralyzed because I had sleep paralysis
Oh,
without
that
without the visions and the scary shit. I was
yeah, that's
stuck.
pretty interesting.
I was awake and I was stuck. I couldn't move, and I had to force myself again to get up. And then I was on the couch in real life, like I did drugs. My brain was like fucking. It was scary. It would take me like 10 minutes to really wake up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Usually other people are paralyzed when I wake up, not me.
You're like
Well,
the
what'd you say?
you're like the Hulk.
Uh, yeah, I'm just like the Hulk.
You're like, what the fuck happened?
I'm more like the Sulk. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm like the ending scene of the Hulk, but constantly. I'm just walking around. Everyone needs to notice my pain. Well, thanks for watching and listening. Go listen to Drinkin In Work. Go listen to the Monday Mack and the Mack Brothers Podcast.
Hey, we're on
all
Spotify. We're on everywhere
platforms.
you can listen to podcasts, anywhere you can listen to music. You can like, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Spotify. Eventually, you can leave us like 5 stars on Apple.
Like next year, whenever our podcast finally makes it.
Yeah, whenever they let us join.
Whenever Steve Jobs gets off his lazy ass and lets our podcast through. I'm calling you out, Steve.
Oh, did you